Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been a minute, but I am finally back with a new video. Today's video, I'm going to be discussing some of the products that I found useful for repairing my skin barrier. This is something that I've personally dealt with myself, and if you have struggled with redness, tightness of the skin, dryness and irritation, there's a good chance that your skin barrier might be compromised. And if you guys want to find out how to repair it, then this is the video for you. I'm going to delve into some of the products that I've used to revive my skin barrier, because it's something that I've personally struggled with myself. So if you are interested, then let's get straight into today's video. So guys, first things first, you're probably wondering what is the skin barrier. A lot of people talk about this all the time, so I'm just going to give you a little bit of some knowledge on what it is. So it's pretty much the protective layer of the skin. So it locks in your moisture, it keeps things out like bacteria, things that are irritant, and also the pollution. So things that are likely to damage your skin, that's pretty much what the barrier is there for. It's just a protective layer of the skin. So these are pretty much the signs of knowing whether your skin barrier is healthy. It normally looks glowy, it's a lot more calmer, it's a lot more softer. When it's damaged, it pretty much looks red. It looks dry, flaky, tightness of the skin, so you can actually feel the tightness, especially after you've washed it. It just feels extremely tight and quite a bit fragile. Another sign is breakout prone skin. That's also a way of telling that things are not quite okay with your skin barrier. Personally, for me, I've experienced all of these things, probably except for the redness. I don't really tend to struggle with that, but everything else I've pretty much experienced it when my skin barrier has been damaged, and it can be very stressful, very emotional as well, because obviously with your skin, you always want your skin to look its best and for it to feel its best. And over the years, I have tried different products. I've also learned different methods, what to do, what not to do. And I'm just going to share those products that I've used in the next clips, so that you guys can maybe try these out, see whether they work. Like I always say on all of my videos to do with skincare and beauty, just always make sure you're seeing someone that's professional, somebody that can look over your skin type and give you the best products for your skin. This is just my experience, sharing my experience and what has worked for me. So make sure to get that professional and seek that professional help, because that's always important. So I'm going to go straight into some of the things that could be damaging your skin barrier. And the first things first that I've got on my list is over exfoliating, like using AHAs, BHAs. These are all different types of exfoliants. And also scrubbing too often, like using abrasive scrubs. Please do not do that, because you're going to damage your skin and it can take years to repair. Also using harsh cleansers that contain things like sulfates and harsh alcohol, that's going to just strip away all that goodness and leave your skin feeling and looking dry. So definitely do not do that. And also skipping on using SPF. SPF is so important. You need to protect your skin from the sun damage. And that is so important for the barrier. So please always make sure that you're applying SPF, even when it's sunny, even when you're inside, even when you're outside, even if it's cloudy. Just always apply SPF. And then the last thing as well that could cause a damage to your skin barrier is using too much active ingredients like vitamin C's and retinols. All of those kind of harsh products that are too activating for your skin. It's so important to use the best thing. And even when you do use retinoids, you should have some time off using them, because they can damage your skin barrier in the long run. I've personally experienced that, and it wasn't the best feeling ever. So please make sure to be careful with using too much active ingredients all at once. Like, do not be using retinol and vitamin C all at once, because you're just going to end up burning your skin. So those are some of the things that could damage the skin barrier. I'm now going to go into some of the products that I've personally been using and found useful. The first product that I use to cleanse my skin is the Dermalogica Special Cleansing Gel, and for me this has been one of the best special cleansing gel that's worked for my skin. It's very gentle, it's fragrance free as well, and it also doesn't leave my skin feeling tight. I really just find it so gentle on the skin, and it also just doesn't strip away my natural oils. I use this in the morning and also in the evening too. And then after that, I go in with a hydrating toner, something that's not too harsh. I love using the Caudalie moisturizing toner. It's just always worked for me personally, and I just love it because it's alcohol free, it's also soothing, and it also gives my skin a hydration and doesn't leave my skin feeling stinging or, you know, like that sort of tight feeling that some toners can make your skin feel like. So I absolutely love the Caudalie moisturizing toner. The next step that I like to go in with, which has been so great for my skin, is using this product here from, I think it's from CosRx, and this is the Snail Mucin Essence, and this has been a holy grail product for my skin. It just gives me such an amazing glow. I love the jelly sort of mucin consistency of it. It just leaves my skin hydrated, and also I find if my skin is feeling dry or it's feeling irritated, it just instantly calms my skin. So such an amazing product for repairing your skin texture and rough skin texture, and also giving you that glow. I've got it on right now. And then step 4, I would normally go in with a nourishing moisturizer. The moisturizer that I like to use is the Skin & Me Smooth Nourishing Rich Moisturizer, and this is amazing. I also like to use the Avene Gel Moisturizer on the screen for you guys to reference to, but these are my go-to. I love the smooth rich moisturizer from Skin & Me, particularly in the evening, especially on a cold night where, you know, it's dry, and especially when it's not very warm. I just find that it gives me the moisture that I need and nourishes my skin. I love the gel one. I like using that mostly in the morning because I just find it to be light and it's not too heavy, and I just like the gel-like consistency. It's not greasy as well. So those are my 2 go-to moisturizers. And then for SPF, this is definitely a non-negotiable product that you should be using. I like to use the Skin & Me Daily Defense SPF, and this has been so good for me. It protects your skin. It's SPF 50, so it's amazing, keeps me protected. I also like to top it up during the day just to make sure that, you know, I'm never running low on my SPF and sunscreen. I also love this SPF because it doesn't leave a white cast on my face, which is something that people of color can struggle with SPFs, and this one has been absolutely amazing. So these are all the products that I just try and use. Sometimes I do add masks here and there, but mainly for everyday use, these are the products that I use. and I just find that being consistent, using the same product, keeping it very minimum, and also not using things that are highly fragranced is just going to do your skin the world of good, and it is just amazing. In terms of exfoliation, I tend to keep that to a minimum. I pretty much exfoliate probably 2, maybe 3 times in a month sometimes, or if I feel like I need more of it, I'll do that. But for my skin type and for my skin, I just find exfoliating once a week or twice a week, it just works better. The minimum and the less you do it, the better it is for your skin. But I've finished talking through my skincare products that I use. I'm gonna give you guys some bonus tips on making sure you take care of your skin barrier. First things first is exfoliation. Personally for me, I tend to probably exfoliate once or twice a week. But to be honest, at the moment I'm keeping it to once a week because I just love how my skin is looking and I don't want to irritate it. So doing it once a week just works great for me personally, and it all depends with your skin. Some people's skin, they need to exfoliate twice a week or 3 times a week, but personally for me, I think once a week just works great, because when I used to overdo it, it just used to cause a lot of irritation. So that's what I would personally do. Then the next thing is I use lukewarm water to wash my face. Please don't use hot water that's scalding, because you're just going to irritate your skin and you're going to cause it to be dry. So please stick to using lukewarm water, because that's going to be helpful. And also always make sure to apply your skincare products, so like your essence and your moisturizers, apply them onto a damp skin so that it locks in the hydration rather than going in on like dry skin, if that makes sense. So you want to wash your face and all of that and tone it, and then you wait obviously about a minute, and then you go in with your essence and your moisturizer. So make sure you're applying it onto a damp skin so that it just locks in all that hydration, and it's going to really improve your skin barrier. Another thing, this is so boring and cliche, please always make sure that you're having a lot of sleep, 8 hours of sleep or 7 hours of sleep at least. Drink loads of water, because that's gonna help your skin barrier. I just tend to try my best to eat healthy and also to keep on top of my water intake. Obviously, I've always just been very great at my skincare, but I definitely think what you're putting in your body is going to show on your skin, and you can't cheat your body. It's just going to show you what you're doing to it. So yeah, just make sure to get enough sleep and drinking loads of water. And also, last thing, just try and reduce stressing. Stop stressing about your skin. I know sometimes like when like your skin is not at its best, it's so easy to stress out and, you know, to be emotional about it, but you just have to try and keep it to a minimum, because when you do stress, it does show on your skin. Personally for me, I've seen that it definitely shows. So try and be calm and try and keep yourself busy, and also don't over obsess about the skin. Sometimes just leave your skin to do its work and it will find its way of working itself out. But that is pretty much like all of my tips and my routine on what I'm currently using and what I've been using to repair my barrier. I really hope that you guys find it useful. If you have any questions, definitely leave them in the comment section below. Please don't forget to look for all of the products that I've discussed in the description box below. I'll link everything. Everything will be in the description box below. And thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to leave the video with a thumbs up and a comment, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, dolls. Bye.